All right, we're live. Just gonna double check my audio is working. Looks good to me. Cool. So today was my birthday, as y'all know, March 13th. Mark it down in your calendar next year. Want to thank everyone who kind of reached out throughout the day. If you haven't reached out, no worries. No time like the present. Always love hearing from you guys. Today was overall a great day. Just to kind of recap, wasn't too crazy. Not a whole lot got done, but did a little bit of stuff that I needed to do. Spent some time with family, everyone who was visiting. And I would say I got pretty rested for work the next 4 days back to back to back. On that note, come check me out at Neil's Creek House, but otherwise, I'm not going to skip ahead. Going to kind of go through the agenda that I have laid out here. I want to apologize for going on at midnight. Is what it is. Kind of was busy with dinner and stuff like that, but always want to go live when I have updates for you guys. So here we go. Daily quote for today is by Albert Schweitzer. Not even sure who that is, to be honest, but this is a quote I got from ChatGPT, and I kind of like it. It goes, "Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you're doing, you will be successful." So that's a pretty cool quote in my opinion. Some lessons learned, from today and just things that came to mind while I was writing this agenda. Be yourself. You are great. That goes for me and you guys, everyone who's out there. You are great. Don't let anyone kind of make you afraid to be yourself. That's my second point. And then what I found out just from kind of having one of those around the corner, around the table kind of discussions of what people were grateful for me and what they liked about me today, kind of a birthday thing we do sometimes in my family. Basically, I found out that one of my greatest strengths is making people feel welcome and making friends. And my goal is to keep this one of my greatest assets. Ultimately, I enjoy meeting people and making friends give me fulfillment. So I'm blessed that this is a skill that I have. I often fall into a tendency of thinking about the past and overthinking what I should have done and what could have happened and maybe places where I messed up. This can be helpful, but it's important not to get stuck wondering what if, and instead just own the mistakes and learn from them without overthinking. Cool, so those are the lessons learned. Now going to go through some daily updates. Try to keep it quick. The goal is obviously under 10 minutes here. We'll see how we do. Right off the bat, I kind of woke up early and my nieces and nephews came to my house. They were legit wild. Made me question if I'm ever ready to have kids or anything like that. I just think now's not the time, as I'm still a little overwhelmed by the thought, or even just one day of being an uncle, and babysitting is tough, is what it is. I want to say they're sweet and they mean well, but they're kids and definitely a lot. So big shout out to anyone who has kids. I don't envy the hard parts. I'm slightly jealous of having reached that point in your life where you have kids and getting to enjoy like soccer practice, going to, football games and stuff like that, coaching, Little League Baseball and all that. But I'm not ready to do it myself. So shout out to you guys. I don't envy you, and God bless you. Other things I did was I did some work on my computer. And so I did some social media things. You may have seen my one-handed cartwheel video and just kind of announcing that. I did boost it a little to try to get some more followers. Kept it short and sweet. Didn't really beg for followers, just laid out kind of what the plan is. We'll see if people take on. I think I spent like $15 or something promoting it. Just trying to get people there. There's definitely probably better ways of getting real estate leads and stuff like that. But I think there's a difference between getting a real estate lead and then getting people to follow you and ultimately reach out for real estate. I want people in my network. I want to meet new people, but I ultimately want people that trust me. And it's not like I'm having to prove myself without them already kind of understanding who I am and what my goals are in life. So we'll see. Anyways, yeah. The last thing I did was I reached out to anyone who kind of said happy birthday, whether it was via phone, message, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And I'm usually pretty bad at that, so I was happy to get that out there. And again, as I mentioned, if someone missed and didn't say today, feel free to say happy birthday tomorrow, whenever you see me. I'm going to be honored nonetheless, and just appreciate you guys being in my life. Awesome. The other thing I did was, like at one point, my cousin who's been down, she was like, let me see your dating profiles, just to kind of give me like a girl's third eye view or something like that, bird eye view, whatever you want to call it. And she kind of gave me some useful tips. I had honestly neglected a little bit and just still been swiping, but hadn't changed like pictures in a couple months. Hadn't, updated the bio and stuff like that, given my new vibes. So it's pretty good to get that updated. And I think it reflects a little bit more what I'm currently up to. So that was cool. I'm proud to say that all my pictures, besides one, are from the last 6 months. And the one picture from before that is just from me going to Germany, like Oktoberfest. And, it's not the most becoming picture, but it's not really like a bad picture of me necessarily. And it shows that I'm fun and willing to travel. So anyways, the thing with me saying that is I'm no catfish, which is nice. Way too many catfishes out there on the other side. I'm sure most people know that. And again, like I'm not really like going out of my way for these dating apps, but I'm always open for meeting someone and stuff like that. You know, definitely open to a relationship, but not rushing into one. I think someone said like you don't want to go shopping for food when you're hungry. You don't want to go looking for a relationship when you're lonely. So I'm not quite lonely, but I'm not really like looking for a relationship, just putting myself in situations where it may or may not happen, and we'll see. On that note, if anyone wants to set me up on a blind date, I am more than welcome, all for it. My type is a kind soul, a pretty face, and an open mind. Besides that, you know, I'm pretty open to meeting anyone and I'm never opposed to new friends. So don't feel like you're doing me a disservice throwing someone my way. I'd love to meet anyone you think that I would vibe with. So I trust my people in my network. Definitely send anyone my way, and again, make friends and go on a coffee date or maybe even a comedy show. Who knows? Okay. So the last thing I'm doing today is just a little bit more social media work. You can see like I'm going live, gonna have to post these videos. And then I want to do a little bit more analysis for real estate clients before going to bed. And I'm also just working on my continuing education for real estate. Currently, 4 out of 6 of them are done. They're about 2 hours each. So I got about like 4 hours left, and I'm hoping to get them done tomorrow afternoon, the latest, which may be easier said than done. And my goal is just not to let my kind of license lapse, which it's 12:12 a.m. right now. I'm pretty sure I may have expired now. We'll figure it out. Is what it is. I think I said it yesterday, but it's worth noting that I launched my landscaping company yesterday. I still have no clients and not many people reached out yet, but I'm hopeful that I'll definitely get the first client within the next few days. Stay vigilant on the various kind of websites and just getting it out there, running into people, calling people, whatever it may take. It is what it is. I still have to buy the trailer, so I have one in mind. Going to kind of nail that down in the next few days so that if I do get a client, I can bring my kind of equipment out there. Probably going to try to buy like 2 or 3 more batteries just so I can cover a full day's worth of work without worrying about running out of batteries or anything like that. And that's that. So I'm hoping to get 10 clients by April 1st. I'll keep you updated all along the way. And I'm excited to say that Timmy D is actually getting his big move next week. I can't believe it's here already. Kind of flew up into that point. And so kind of been sitting on standby waiting for things to go through. Going to review some emails probably before bed just to make sure I haven't missed anything there. But want to keep that going and things should sail smoothly. Smooth sailing. I don't know. Anyways, last thing on terms of daily update. Yesterday, Coastal had a big win against Wake Forest. Team is looking great. They got off to a great start. And you should definitely check them out if you haven't already. At the very least, you should watch some games when they're on ESPN. You might even see me there on the third baseline. Me and Timmy D be holding it down. Gonna go into some updates for tomorrow. Basically, I got to drop off my mom and Richard, my brother, at the airport. Then I'm going right to work at Neil's Creek House. I picked up a shift for my girl Key. Shout out Key. She actually got a new car today, like a Nissan Murano, which is, you know, great car. I like them anytime I've ever been in one. Kind of a sweet ride. And yeah, so at Neil's Creek House tomorrow, I'm going to be getting better at bartending, and I'm going to be bringing the vibe. My goal is to, you know, continue to get people kind of into the mindset. I'd love to get back on the challenge of every day having someone try the corn dog, but I definitely lost that streak and just kind of became present with it now. The other thing I'm trying to do tomorrow is finish up my real estate classes. Like I said, I don't want to totally lose my license and have issues there. And then finally, right after work, I'm kind of going to have to fly to stand up in Wilmington, North Carolina. I almost said Connecticut. That'd be wild. But it's about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And I get out around 4:30. And I was told you have to be there at 6. So I don't know. I'm going to have to try to get out there closer to 4 and just book it and just tell people like, hey, I'm sorry today. I can't really do that much after work, but would love to do it tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I'm nervous as hell for it. And so I feel like I'm not even going to get to sign up, which would be sad. But maybe I can meet some people and have them help me out for the next week. We'll see. Unfortunately, I didn't get to the workshop for Comedy Cabana today and also did not do the open mic at Main Street Tap House. So that's further reason I'm a little nervous. Would have been good to get some kinks out there, but what can you do? Anyways, we're at 9 minutes, 25 seconds, kind of close to the 10-minute mark. Here we're at the end of my agenda anyway, so I hope you all have a great day, or I hope you had a great day. I hope tomorrow's even better. I want to thank everyone for the support and really thank everyone for the birthday wishes that you've given me. Can't thank you all enough. Again, I hope you guys keep killing it, and I'll be back either tomorrow or maybe the next day if I get in too late from Wilmington.